I can act like I'm hurting her. I missed that last time. Thank you for playing along.
I tried.
Oh wait, uppercut. Hello everybody and welcome back to Barely Bearable Besties. I'm Thomas.
I'm Bianca.
And it is March 1st, everybody. March is the season of love.
No.
March is the season of love. So this week, March has St. Patrick's Day, and I can't think of a more romantic holiday than that. What's it green is the color of love.
Green.
You always have you get out your shamrocks, which is a universal symbol of love.
Everyone's wearing the Kiss Me I'm Irish shirts.
So
whether they're Irish or not.
Yeah, exactly. So in addition, like everything else is just a little bit of problematic that makes it super romantic.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like an old rom-com. It's a little bit problematic, which makes it romantic.
Oh.
It's like Twilight.
Well,
it's Twilight of months.
Totally not what we meant to talk about, but since we brought it up accidentally, I've been watching a lot of movies lately, and I've been like crying at almost every single movie I've watched.
Which is funny because we watched He-Man the other day, which is a really weird. What a reference! If you guys were.
What?
I've been watching a show called He-Man Masters of the Universe.
I thought you said we watched it though.
No. I was making a joke.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
March is clearly not the month of comedy.
Well, but I watched the movie called Leap Year. Have you heard of it?
No.
Okay,
if it's a rom-com, I do not know.
It's a super cheesy rom-com with Amy Adams starring. And basically the idea is on Leap Day, it's like an old Irish tradition. I don't know if it's real or not, but in the movie it's an old Irish tradition that on Leap Day a woman can propose to a man, and that's like a thing. Whatever. It's old movie.
Just a little bit problematic.
Yes,
that makes it special.
But so her boyfriend is like dragging his feet, and she's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fly to Ireland while he's on his business trip, and I'm gonna
That's kind of
propose.
funny. I like that.
No, it's
I like
really
the premise.
great.
That's
it's
funny.
really great. But then, of course, she flies to Ireland and has all of these problems and can't get to Dublin. And on the way, she meets this like clever Irishman, and he's cute and grumpy, and they fall in love, and it's great. But,
no, what?
Yeah, but this movie.
That's not a good thing.
No, it's great. This movie has every single rom-com trope you could possibly think of. All of them. They have to stay at a bed and breakfast, and they're like, there's only one bed, but I hate you. And then she's like, I'm sleeping in the shower, like whatever. But then later they're like, the shower's like really not comfortable. Can we just share? Like it has every trope. They have
the shower's not comfortable.
They have to like pretend to be married at one point, and they're like, kiss her, and they're like, no, we don't need to. Come on, kiss her. And then they kiss, and then they like, and so it has all.
Oh,
it
has the spark. That's it. Yep.
Yeah. Every single trope you can think of is in Leap Year, and I love it, and the ending had me absolutely sobbing. Even though I've seen it a million times. I've seen it a million times. Well, because, this is not what we're doing the show about.
No, it's totally not.
Sorry. Okay, go ahead. We can do the show.
So clearly, March is a romantic month. And so if you're a manifestation kind of person, this is the, little known fact, this show was going to be called Manifestation Station.
Oh, yeah.
We were going to just be like a self-help podcast.
We're qualified.
Which is still on the table.
Yes. We're totally going to do a We Help You episode eventually.
And so we're going to start with, this is like sort of our soft launch. Is that we're going to help you find a date.
Oh.
So March is the month of love. And gosh darn it, you guys are going to find love in March, and we're going to help you do it. So I have been doing some research on the most successful ways to approach someone.
Yes, of course.
And what better way to meet the love of your life than online?
Okay.
So I've been doing some extensive research on the best ways to approach somebody online. Because you gotta, in a world saturated with so many messages, people are getting so many messages at a time.
You gotta stand out.
You gotta stand out. But so I've been doing some research, and according to my favorite source, Americanky.com, Is that not what that says?
That's what that says.
Americanky.com. Written by a personal life coach of mine, Julia Melko.
Yes. Okay.
These are 10 of the worst flirting moves you should never use.
And this was a recent article.
Yeah, this was 3 years ago.
Oh,
3 years ago.
Oh, I don't have my glasses. I thought it said 2023.
Also, I just not to bury the lead here, guys. She does wear glasses. She's been lying to you.
Well, no, I love my glasses from Pair Eyewear.
Oh, good God. We haven't not... I don't think we've had an episode yet where we haven't made that joke.
Yeah, because it's a theme. It's one of our themes.
And it's a fan favorite.
It is. It's my favorite.
So this one seems to be directed towards women. I believe Americanky, from my research, is a women's lifestyle sort of magazine article website.
Yes.
So this is particularly towards women, but I don't think this advice is gender specific at all. I think that this could be used for anybody. So the first one, do not try to make him jealous. Think about it. Like that's solid advice. It says, perhaps you want to date a nice guy. Oh God. Oh no, already we're starting. But it seems he's not interested in you. So you decided to get his attention by making him jealous. And you think that clearly this will make him fall in love with you. Well, girls, this is actually one of the worst flirting moves you should ever use.
I didn't know.
just for the audience,
that's my go-to.
The audience out there is to make him jealous. Yeah, that's the best way. Like whenever I think about it from my perspective as a guy, if I'm maybe on like this girl and she just starts talking about all the guys that are interested in her, I'm like, man, I gotta make him. So that's the first step. Don't do that. The second is is twirling your hair.
I like twirling
as a flirting
my hair.
Technique, though.
I just twirl my hair all the time, though. I just enjoy the twirling of the hair.
But I love the reasoning. Sure, men like beautiful locks.
All right.
But mindlessly twirling your hair won't make your crush fall in love with you.
Mindlessly?
I don't know. After all, the wind might not blow your hair like you are posing for your photo shoots. Hair flips can be lovely if you do them correctly. But if you don't, you could whack someone in the face. I love the idea that it's just smack someone on accident and that's the reason it failed. I have a question.
Okay.
As someone who doesn't have long hair, so long-haired people out there, in the comments on Spotify, and on YouTube, is that a genuine technique people use? They're like, oh, if I twirl my hair, he's gonna fall in love with me.
No, I don't think that's what it is. I think it's more of we've talked about how often, I think we've talked about it. Often I've had guys think that I like them because I do things.
Twirl your hair?
No, that's one of them. Because it's not something that you do to get someone to like you. I think it's something you do when you're nervous or
Okay.
So I think it's more oh, I think you're cute.
And guys
so
are super attracted to nervous women.
But no, you know what I mean?
Interesting.
I think
that's weird.
I think that's more the trope of I twirl my hair because I think you're cute. That's I think what it is. But I don't. I just twirl my hair because I like to twirl my hair.
Sure. You don't do it as a flirting technique?
No.
Good, because you shouldn't. Number 3, do not eat enticingly. Is this a thing?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Wait, are you saying it doesn't work? Because I have had great success eating enticingly. No, I know, but it says everyone's going to stare at you, but it will be ridiculous. It's so funny to see in a movie, but you could easily make a fool out of yourself in real life.
Yeah,
so
that's ridiculous.
Don't eat enticingly. Don't do that.
No. What?
Starting the relationship in the public eye. This one, okay, well, let's see. Are you going to admit you love someone?
Okay.
All
right. Interesting.
Julia Melko, back up. It's great, but make sure you do it in private. Avoid doing it in front of your friends, your entire company, or your school. If a man turns you down, it will be extremely embarrassing. Yes, he might return your affection, but do you really want to begin your Okay, so
they're saying don't confess your love in public,
okay.
And I think that's smart.
Have we talked about, what do you feel about public proposals?
No, but you and I have talked about this.
I know.
We haven't talked about it on the podcast.
I couldn't remember.
I have mixed feelings towards them.
Okay.
I think if you're gonna do a public proposal, then it needs to. Well, first off, I think if you're gonna propose, it needs to have already been discussed. I don't think it should be a surprise.
I agree.
It should not be a surprise. This isn't I'm asking you to prom. This is marriage. Like we both need to be on the same page before you do it. And so I think if you're on the same page, then you will know whether or not that's what someone will want.
Sure. I just think, let's say you're in a mall. No, you know what? You're not in a mall. That's a horrible example.
Yeah, okay.
You're at a basketball game, and they stop the game at halftime, and you have to watch these couple propose.
I would be so excited.
Yuck.
I'd be like, oh my god, they proposed. It's
no,
so cute.
get me back to the game.
Wow.
I want to see the game. I don't care about love. It's not March.
It's not March.
It's not the love
March
month.
Madness.
It's not the love month. So, this next one, lie.
Wait, I didn't actually answer.
About what?
Whether or not I like public proposals.
Well, you said it depends on the context. I'll say no in almost every
Yeah,
circumstance.
I think you would say no in almost every stance. I would say it depends on the context. However, I think I like them. I would lean towards I like them because I like things. I like events. I like fun things.
So fellas, prospective fellas out there for Bianca.
Well, I don't know. Never mind. This is. I was gonna say. I think it would feel awkward if it was just like the two of us, but that's dumb. That's a dumb thing to say. So never mind.
Ooh, we're alone. That's cringe. All right, lie. You know, couples lie about everything in movies. No matter how big or small the lie is, they. What? No matter how big or how small or big the lie is, they have to tell the truth. Then they fight and make up in the last 30 minutes of screen time. In fact, there's no reason to lie to a crush, boyfriend, or spouse. I speak from personal experience. Julia, you okay? It's much better to avoid the fighting and just avoid fighting. So yeah, I guess. I think we were talking about this a few episodes ago. It was like, we were talking about like someone lied about something. It was like, yeah, no. Oh, it was like no relationship's ever gonna start by like, oh yeah, no, he tricked me into going to a date by himself. Yeah. Just the two of us when he said it was gonna be our friends, and then.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think that's an obvious, I agree, don't lie. However,
how on earth?
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
However, what do you think about like white lies of the like?
Like what?
The dumb answer is like, does this dress make me look fat or whatever? Like,
well, yeah, okay, so that's
like, what do you think of those white lies?
Well, there's a huge difference.
I know, that's why I'm asking.
There's a huge difference
because I think sometimes if you're lying to save someone's feelings from being hurt and it's tiny, then it might be okay.
Right.
However, I usually don't lean towards that.
Well, so if someone said, hey, does this dress make me look fat? You'd be like, yeah.
No.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So I think that, sure. I mean, that, yeah, obviously that you probably aren't going to want to do that.
Yeah.
You know what? Lie to your crush. Lie to him. That's what Bianca's saying.
That is not what I'm saying.
Bianca said it. Quote it. That's going to be our banner on YouTube. Lie to your crush. Quotes Bianca.
Gosh.
Fight and kiss. So apparently, is this a movie?
No.
Is this a movie?
Wrong interpretation
Is this a movie thing? Is this a movie thing where they're like screaming at each other and then all of a sudden there's like boom?
Yes. Of course it is.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. No, in the middle of the fight.
One, you should never resort to screaming. I don't think any healthy relationship ever typically involves screaming ever. That's fair. You know?
That's fair.
But like screaming and then kissing, like I don't know about that.
It's usually, and also I feel like in the movies it's usually like, I'm so mad at you and blah, 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 and then to get her to stop talking, he kisses her, and it's like, ooh.
Yeah, that's
not good.
Stop talking for a second. Boom.
Yeah. Oh no, have you ever seen the show Gilmore Girls?
The clips.
Okay, I'm not a very big fan.
You're not a Gilmore gal?
I'm not a Gilmore gal. I watched all of it. I don't know, but there's like the two main characters that like they finally get together and everyone's so excited.
Okay.
But when they have their first kiss, he's really mad at her, and so they're yelling, and then she's kind of sad that he's mad at her, and then he's like, would you just stand still? And then he kisses her.
That's a horrible line.
And then he kisses her, and then he backs up, and then she goes to kiss him, and he goes like, what are you doing? And she's like, would you just stand still? And then she kisses him, and it's supposed to be really cute, but every time I watch it, I'm like,
that's really weird.
I don't like it.
Stand still.
I don't like it.
That's horrible.
And I really liked them. I wanted them to get together, but then I was like, no.
It was weird. That. There was I feel like first kisses, like there's rom-coms and stuff like that, definitely make what I would consider toxic things normal. Like I think that's a little. I think fighting.
Okay. Yes.
And then kissing is normal. And it was like some rom-com I was watching where it was like he just runs up to her and kisses her without like saying anything. Like that happens often.
That happens a lot.
And I don't think that's acceptable. And she was also like about to be engaged, and they were like in their office building or something like that. And
Shut up. Okay, no, we're gonna mention this to the audience. So Thomas and I have been watching The Office, and you just have some problems with Jim and Pam's relationship.
Yes.
And I just want you to stop having problems
with
Jim and Pam's relationship.
Here's the thing. She's getting mad at me because I'm just pointing out a lot of the toxic aspects of how they started.
But
if they are fine when they get together, but how they started is slightly problematic.
They're soulmates.
Oh, shut up.
They're soulmates.
That means absolutely nothing.
It means so much.
Oh, they just were fighting and then they kissed. But they're
they weren't fighting. That wasn't what was happening.
She cheated on her. It's fine. They're soulmates.
He was bad. Roy was bad. Nobody likes
God.
Roy. Okay,
All
move on.
Number 7, don't bump into him. Well, girls, this flirting move is not so bad, and it can actually help you to know if your crush is interested in you.
What?
Wait, what? Julia, what are you doing? She's going rogue. Just find out his schedule, turn a corner at the same time that your crush does so you collide. Don't forget to take a stack of papers, and when you collide, make sure your papers fly everywhere.
Can I tell you something?
If your crush bends down to pick them up, it's a good sign. If he just keeps walking, you can certainly forget about him. He's not worth your time.
Though? I remember.
You've done this?
No, but I remember being in like 8th grade and in like high school and being like anytime.
8th grade is not high school, but okay.
No, 8th grade and high school. Those separate thoughts. Like 8th grade and 9th grade, whatever. And I remember anytime I was carrying papers, I was like, it could happen right now. It could happen right now. I could trip because I'm clumsy. I'm very clumsy. I could trip. The papers could go everywhere, and then someone will be there, and we'll lock eyes, and we'll grab the same paper, and then we'll be off. And it never happened.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm just, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just carry papers around everywhere I go, and just wait for.
Are you implying that you're looking for a relationship right now?
No, I'm very
I was
much
gonna
not.
say, I was like, wait a second.
No, but at least now I'll be prepared.
Right.
Those are the fundamentals.
Well, how about this though? What if you're walking with the papers, you knock into each other, and then you walk away? What does that say?
I leave my papers?
Yeah, you leave your papers. You're just done.
You know what to do. And walk away.
And then if he picks them up and he has to chase after you,
whoa.
Yeah, no, guys love nothing more than
the chase.
The chase.
God.
All right. I just think that's funny.
No, that is funny. It's
like,
weird that she's advising it.
I think like it's so cliche.
It is.
It's cliche, and it's also, I feel like there are just better ways to meet people.
And I will say too,
just say hi. Just walk up and say hi.
Yeah.
I think is the main
Every
one.
like current movie that is doing that, because I've seen a couple recently, they do it bad. Like the like bump is like so fake.
Yes.
I don't know. Like you should get injured or something at least. Like make it a bump.
Yeah, if you're gonna
down the stairs.
If you're gonna do the
Commit.
bump, if you're gonna do the bump, hurt yourself.
Bump?
Yeah, the bump.
The bump. I like it.
If you're gonna do the bump.
Man, we should have been naming all these moves.
All right, number 8, the wink. We'll wink at the camera. Yeah. Yeah, our eyes make noises when we wink. Well, maybe it seems cliche, but many women think that winking is an effective flirting move and a great way to attract any man.
So, can you just answer real quick? Is it? Because women think that. So, as a man, what do you think? Does it work?
Let me see what context this is referring to specifically. However, if you wink at him several times, he might think you have a tick. If you want to attract a man, make good eye contact. Make a good eye contact instead of winking. It's smart and it shows that you are really interested in him. Just make sure you don't stare.
Oh.
What was that? Have you seen that TikTok trend that's like, look at him. Look away. Smile to yourself. Bite your lip.
Sorry.
It's stuff like that.
I dropped things.
I will say. Here's what I'll say.
What will you say?
I back me up on this. People who are attracted to women.
Okay.
Or I guess people. I don't know if this will work as well for people who are attracted to men. If you want to do the wink, you have to say something like a little flirty line, wink, and then walk away.
Ooh, the wink and walk.
Yeah, the old wink and walk. Give him the old wink and walk.
Why did it almost sound like Link and Log?
Give him the old Link and log.
That's what it is now.
What is that?
It's wink and walk.
Yeah,
That's
give him the old Link and log.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that would work a little better than just like walking away.
I think winking is appropriate if it's funny. Like if you're making a joke and it's like
yeah, you have to do the finger guns too.
Finger guns and the
yeah.
It's gotta be the whole package.
Bow, 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 bow. And then there we're going to die alone. All right, and I think this is laughing at everything he says. Yeah, don't act like you haven't done this. When things are really funny, laughing is an excellent way to flirt. But if you laugh at every word or sentence he says, you will confuse him, and he might think you are a little silly. He might think you're just a silly little guy.
He may think you're a little silly.
A lovely smile is everything you need in order to attract a man. When he says something funny, you might want to laugh. But not too much. Don't make him think he's too funny.
Well, I will say though, if this is terrible, okay.
Because you would never stoop this low.
Shut up. What I'm gonna say though is, if you think they are trying to be funny, you should laugh.
Pity. Give him the old pity laugh.
I think you should. And here's the reason I say that. Because I've been on the other side where I'm trying to be funny.
You're not talking about flirting now. You're just talking about normal conversation.
No. I'm talking about flirting. Okay. I'm talking about flirting. And when I say something cute and funny and then they don't laugh, it's like...
It's like, yeah. So
I was clearly being
if they're trying
funny,
to be fun, but don't...
play
I think what this is saying is don't be obnoxious. Yes, you should definitely laugh at their jokes. If they think you're funny, that's a good thing for you, and if you want them to be attracted to you, and they want you to think that they are funny too.
Yes.
Everyone wants other people to think that they're funny.
Right, and you aren't all funny.
Yeah, so like just
but we are.
Yeah,
so
we
laugh.
are. That's why you're listening to us right now. Barely Broken Besties. And then the final one. Do not, under any circumstances, ladies, compliment him.
Never. I would never do such a thing.
Compliments are good in moderation, but terrible in excess. It's okay to say a few nice compliments, but you don't need to compliment him every minute. Tell him that he looks great in that shirt, or compliment his cooking skills. If he cooked you dinner, compliment his cooking skills. If he cooked you dinner, he will fall in love with you in a jiff.
Oh, noted. Okay.
And if you enjoy meeting him, say that too. Okay. Julia, you're falling off a little bit, but I will definitely say, if you, ladies, men, whatever, compliment their clothing. I think that I feel like if somebody like I had a crush on said, "Oh my God, I like that tie," I would wear that tie all the time. You know?
Okay, but
all the time.
Here's a terrible noise. But here's something that we can discuss. What do you think, though? I think there is a difference between someone, and someone's being like, "Hey, I like your shirt," versus like, "Hey, you have really pretty eyes," because you say like something like that, and you go, "Oh, thanks." What like something that's like, are you saying you, rather than something you're wearing or something you have.
Sure. I think that you can do both.
Or
I think you say, hey, I really like that shirt, and then also give them like, man, I think it's awesome that every time I talk to you, you can tell that you really listen to me, or something like a genuine compliment, like a deeper compliment than just like, I like your hair.
Okay, but it's funny that you said that, and I was like, I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like that.
Bianca doesn't like deep stuff. She doesn't like when like.
I don't like when guys show interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is accurate.
That's also
That's
true.
Fair.
That's very true.
So fellas.
So we've given you the tools. Now we're gonna see the implementation.
Well, I'd like to ask you an important question first.
Okay, and I have an important answer.
Very good. I want to know what your we're not talking real stuff here, but what is your favorite cheesy pickup line? Do you have a favorite?
It's like
one?
asking me to have a favorite child.
And
I have
most
one.
People do.
Yeah, I have one, but that doesn't mean I want to tell you. Who'd you point at?
I just pointed in that direction.
Okay. All right. I'm watching you. So, I don't know.
You don't have a favorite pickup line?
I can't think of one. Right? Well, okay, so here's my go-to. This is not my go-to. I swear. It's not my go-to. But here's the thing. I feel like I give a very confusing aura, and I want to portray that in my in my flirting. So if I'm let's say I'm at a restaurant, I'm at a bar, I'm at a social function, I'm just gonna walk up to her and just say something like, "Hey, I was gonna come up and talk to you, then I saw your shoes," and then walk away, and then they always follow me and they ask me follow-up questions. Boom, then you got a rapport there, and then you're good.
You just gave me a headache.
But here's the thing I would also do is let's say you're texting.
Uh-huh.
You have to make yourself stand out. So I would text and say something crazy, bonkers crazy. I'd say something like, "Hey, I'm taking a poll. Are you pro turtle?" And then they'll say, "What?" And I'll say, "Oh, sorry, autocorrect. I meant to say what's up."
Okay.
And then you make
right.
yourself stand out, and then you're a silly, funny guy. You're a silly, goofy guy.
So silly and goofy.
So we're looking.
Wait, can I tell you my favorite though? I don't even have it on my list.
Course.
This has been my favorite since I was 16.
Okay.
It was "Hey, are you a camera? Because every time I look at you, I smile." And I was like, "That's great."
See, here's what I think is the thing.
Cheesy,
here.
Stupid pickup line, not something.
Is it all of these? I think all the ones you picked would work on you. I think that's what we're gonna learn.
Do you think
here.
that would work on me?
Yes, yes, I do. I think if somebody
said
said that to you, here's the thing. I mean, pickup lines don't work unless you already like the person. I think
that's good point.
So I think a pickup line is that's a good point. I think a pickup line will work if they're already sort of into you. It'll be like one of those things like stop, and then they'll whatever. Mm-hmm. But I think that's really what. So don't. I don't know. I think it could be confidence too, though. I think if you're let's say you're a bigger guy and you walk over and you're like, "Hey, girl, want to make a big mistake or something like that," and be funny, maybe that could work.
Lord.
I've used that too. No, I haven't used any of these. I really want to point out I haven't used any of these. I haven't used most of these. I really want to stress that I haven't used some of these. I really want to stress. So Bianca has compiled a list of pickup lines,
just cheesy lines.
I have compiled a list of some people trying stuff out.
Are we reading the conversation or?
Yeah, we can read the conversation. So I'll be.
Oh Lord.
Oh God, you're not gonna be able to read this. I'll be blue.
Okay.
So we're gonna grade them based on the we have the rubric, we have the advice. We're gonna grade these.
Okay.
All right.
I said that's funny. I said I think I'm hilarious. There's a difference.
Well, maybe I think you're hilarious too, but I haven't heard a joke yet to judge.
Okay, why can't you surf on microwaves?
Shucks, I don't know. Enlighten me.
Because they're too small.
Seriously, Carol, you had one chance to impress me, and that's what you do with it. I liked that joke a lot. Okay,
I love that response.
Seriously, Carol, you had one chance. You had one chance.
And blocked.
Yeah, all right.
Not a funny joke.
Well, here's the thing. It's hard to grade him on this because I think execution's like a B+.
On whose side, blue or gray?
Well, the person who did the line. The person who made the joke about the microwave.
The joke, okay.
So I think that execution B+, but I have to take it down because they didn't read the room. Mm. Because clearly this person didn't like it.
Yeah.
So if the person doesn't like it, it doesn't matter how good of a line. And I want to point out, this is a solid line.
I don't like it.
But do you think that reaction was a little much?
No, I think that reaction is perfect and hilarious and wonderful. I think that reaction is so funny. But I think the joke is not funny.
But here's the thing. I think asking someone to tell you a joke is weird. No, that's putting them on the spot.
Yeah, everyone should have an arsenal of jokes.
But it's like, oh, you think you're funny? Well, tell me a joke. Well, wait a second. That's different.
Yeah.
I'll say C+.
I don't know. Bad. I say bad. I say 2 thumbs down.
2 thumbs down? Okay.
That's
both thumbs.
Did we have
that's 2 out of 3 thumbs.
Did we have an episode where I couldn't rate things with numbers, or was that just our life? Because I know we've done this before. I'm trying to figure
out the sentence you just said, so.
Because I know we've done this before, where you were giving things numbers, and I was giving things... Oh, no, it was over a text conversation. I remember it now. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Nope, I have no ideas.
I'll find it later.
Okay,
I'll say one. Okay, this one is funny because it would not work. It says, if you and I were socks, we'd make a great pair. And I don't like that line because I exclusively wear mixed match socks.
Okay.
I don't wear matching socks. So that line failed. Splat.
And so here's the thing.
Didn't work.
I always wear matching socks. And I still didn't like it.
Oh, see? So, okay. Just battle.
So an F, or I guess 3 or 4 thumbs down for you.
Yeah.
No socks. No matching socks for you.
No, socks are off on that one.
Yep. You heard it here first, folks.
Okay.
I'm gonna need a grading, like a rubric. I'm gonna need a metric on what that means. Is that better or worse than 2 thumbs down?
Come on. You know what it means.
No, I don't.
Worse.
All right.
Okay, go on.
So I have a pickup line. So I'll grade that one an F.
Okay.
F+.
Yeah, I graded no socks.
Yeah, the sock came off. Hey girl. Hey girl, are you a whoa. Hey girl, are you a pirate? 'Cause you put the curvy in scurvy. Okay, here's the thing. I'm tempted to give this one an A+.
Okay.
But I think this is very contingent on how the woman receives it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think commenting on a body part, or on the body, saying they're curvy, some people aren't going to be very receptive to that.
Mm-hmm.
So if they like it, it's an A+. If they don't like it, it's an F.
I like it though.
I feel like it's either, when you're commenting on like bodies, it's either going to be it's pass fail right here.
I think it's funny.
One sock off and 1 thumb up or whatever. But I don't know your grading.
Total puppet.
Okay, so right now our grading scale is 2 thumbs down, taking your socks off, and full puppet. You're a psychopath.
Okay, I have my other one. How do I say this? You remind me of a magnet because you sure are attracting me over here.
D.
It's so bad. Sorry, I made a lot of the ones that I thought were bad.
Okay, no, perfect. But I feel like all of these would still work on you.
No, that one's not funny.
I think yeah, that one is sort of that one's like oh, here I am. I don't know, like something about it's like kind of stalkery,
Yeah.
Which is one that I didn't write down, but it's like, hey girl, are you a cornfield? Because I'm stalking you.
Oh,
which, I mean, B+.
As a resident of Indiana, I think that's a great line. We have a lot of cornfields, so, it's like relatable.
Relatable content?
Yeah.
You're like,
Oh, are you
you're a Hoosier!
Go by you! Go Hoosiers!
I have one here. I have one.
Go on. I'm intrigued.
You look like my first wife. Here's the thing. Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking this is like a 50-50. This is like a C.
Well, so...
This is because, here's the thing. She could be like, oh, well, clearly he thought his first wife was pretty.
Well, no, I think the joke is, I haven't been married yet, so you look like my first wife.
But what if you have been married?
Then it's weird. Then it's real weird.
I think here's the thing. Maybe I have commitment issues. But I think
that came out of nowhere. Would you like to unpack that, Tom?
Okay, so here's the thing. It all started when I was younger. And I had a little paper airplane, and I threw it, and the wind took it and it went far away. And I realized that nothing's permanent.
Yeah.
And like some things are just fleeting. And that is so that was a joke. I would feel like if you bring up marriage first interaction, that's a little strange.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I think that's a little weird.
All right, I got another camera one. Because I told you my favorite one was the camera one, but then this one says...
So, guys, if you're writing this down, camera-based pickup lines work very well on Bianca.
Okay, it says, all right, I'm not a photographer, but I can picture me and you together.
Also weird to me.
I think that's cute.
No, I think that's strange.
I think it's cute. I can picture us together.
C-.
I can picture us together. It's cute. Do you get it? Because it's like he's not a photographer, but like, like he can imagine.
Like, okay, like, so imagine. It's like sort of like, yes, I get it. I have a poem here, which if you guys know, the girlies who get it.
This would have been a great time to pull out. No, not that. But the one text conversation that you really like that I got. Anyways, another time.
I don't know what you're talking about. So here's the thing. Poems work 100% of the time. It's a foolproof way to get somebody to like you, is you write them a poem.
I'd just like to say, side note, as someone who has received many a poem, I can confirm that is not true. I can falsify that claim. That's the word. I can confirm.
Fellas, if you want me to fall in love, send me a poem. Especially if it has an A-B rhyme scheme, because.
What if it's a name poem?
What if it's a haiku? What if it's a limerick?
What if it's a sonnet?
It's a sonnet. Write me a sonnet. God, chivalry is dead. Men aren't writing sonnets anymore. Except for this guy who writes, "You may fall from the sky, you may fall from a tree, but the best way to fall is in love with me."
Oh!
First of all, can I just say bars? But secondly, bars. Absolute bars. Don't write poems. Don't write poems. Mm-hmm. Unless you're really good at it. What if you're like a poet though?
Okay. So then here's the thing. If you write the poems, I don't think you can just like be like, "Hey, I wrote this for you," and send it. I don't think you can do that. I think if we're saying this is a pickup line as in they aren't dating yet,
I got you. Okay.
Don't do that.
You're right.
Don't do that. That's not a good.
But are you telling me that I'm looking for my Hallmark movie, and if let's say I go to Italy, I go to the Italian countryside, and a guy like a handsome Italian farmer says, I wrote this. I'm not gonna do an Italian accent. I wrote you a poem. Are you telling me that wouldn't work?
No, the rules are different when you're abroad.
If you're abroad, I'll ignore everything we've said.
When you're abroad, you just like are in love. Like it's just the love is in the air,
right? Wherever
you go.
Exactly.
It's the same type of thing as when you're in an airport and you see someone kind of your age, and it's like, oh, we're gonna fall in love. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Or like when it's like, oh, well, you wouldn't, but like. It's like, oh, am I attracted to them, or are they just a coworker that's my age? You know, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I wonder if Europeans and other people say that. They're like, oh, well, it was so romantic. We went to Cleveland, and we.
No one's ever said that before. Congratulations, you just said a brand new sentence.
Yes, it was so romantic. We went to Cleveland.
Okay,
so romantic. It was so romantic. We went to Raleigh.
Okay, I'm gonna say 2 here because after I say them, I'm gonna have a comment. So the first one.
Okay.
The first one is, are your parents bakers? Because you're a cutie pie.
Oh God.
Okay, now hold on. And then the second one is.
They compound on each other.
No, these are not related. This is the second one.
Okay.
Is your dad a boxer? Because you're a knockout.
Okay.
So here's my thought. Don't
What if they have daddy issues?
Well, no.
What if they have a strained relationship with their father?
I think it should be a blanket statement to just not bring up the parents when you're saying a pickup line.
Hey, think about your parents for a second. Now think about me. Now look back to your parents.
I think that's weird. Like,
right.
Whatever your line is, it should be about them, not just something.
Or about you.
I mean, that's what I mean, about the person.
About about
yes.
you and them.
Whatever your line is, it should be about. Well, that's different. I didn't think about that. I had not considered that. That's a fair point.
All right, I have 2.
Okay.
One of these I think would work on you. Bars.
Oh.
No. Okay. You're attractive. I'm attractive. We should do the world a favor and go on a date.
Tell me that's not the one you think works on.
No.
Okay. Oh my God, I was offended for a second.
No.
Ugh.
I'm trying to think if that would work on me or not. I think if they said it as a joke.
No, I don't.
Not as like a that's the first thing they say. But like, one, you've just complimented me. So you're in. And 2.
No, we just learned, don't compliment them.
Oh yeah, you can't compliment too much.
If we're using what's her name scale.
Julia?
If we're using Julia Murlock's scale.
Is it Murlock?
I don't think it was Murlock. I think you just made that up.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, here's the one I think might work on you.
Okay. I'll just be like.
This one comes with instructions.
Oh jeez.
No, I'm not doing it on you.
No, I know. I'm sorry.
You hand the prospect. You hand the person a packet of sugar. Okay. Excuse me. I believe you just dropped your name tag.
Okay. Wait, I have to look one up really quick.
Or this one, which I'm gonna drink. Hold on.
I was trying to make a sound effect so that that wouldn't be quiet for the podcast.
I have used this one. Bianca, I don't think you realize what I just said. I have used this pickup line.
Oh,
not the sugar one. Sorry, not the sugar one. I have used the one I'm about to tell you, and it worked.
Okay.
I'm gonna get closer to the mic.
Okay. Oh boy.
Do you like Star Wars? Because Yoda won for me.
Oh jeez.
And here's the thing, it worked.
Of course it did.
Because it's all about the delivery, and I am what you would call a podcaster. I always have been. And so I can say things, and they just work. The things that... Okay. No,
I can't find...
It's fine. But yeah, so that one, I did that one, and that one worked.
That's funny, Thomas.
What about this one? Are you a banana? Because I find you appealing.
Classic.
Or, besides being beautiful, what do you do for a living?
Are you an artist? Because you're like really drawing me in.
Oh, God. Ugh, I don't like that, actually. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I dislike that.
Do you know it's a really old like Tumblr post about pickup limes where they're like, okay, step 1, you have a thing of limes. No, like you have a thing of limes and then you drop all of your limes and then you're like all trying to get them and then you're like, sorry, I'm bad at pickup limes. It's like a really old Tumblr post.
F.
I would be in love.
No, God.
I would be like, oh, that was so clever. Now let's actually pick up the limes, please.
All right, let's see. I got, you're hotter than the underside of my laptop.
Which is pretty hot.
Yeah. That's really hot. And then, let's see. Do you like Italian food? Because I'm craving a pizza you. Pizza you. Okay. And then.
That's like.
How about this one? Do you know how to apply a full body cast? Because I'm pretty sure I fractured every bone in my body falling for you. I was born with glass bones and paper skin.
That's interesting.
You know what? Bonus points if you are in a full body cast.
Okay. If you're in a full body cast, then it works.
I have one more.
Okay.
I probably have more, but I'll just go with the one. This one was sent by Jacob.
Okay, Jacob.
This is a Tinder thing I found.
All right, Jacob. Let's hear what you got.
It says, "Oh, fairest maiden."
Oh, Jacob. Oh, Jacob.
Oh, fairest maiden, when I first glanced upon your profile picture, I felt the same sense of inescapable joy, the same ineffable rapture that Romeo must have felt when he first saw Juliet. Your beauty radiates with the raw intensity of 1,000 suns. Plus, you are very hot.
Oh,
geez. And Jacob didn't get a response?
Oh, Jacob.
You deserve your Juliet.
Okay, here's the thing.
Don't. You really don't.
Here's the thing. That line, there's a particular boy who sent me many messages once upon a time, and I swear, there's no way he would be listening to this podcast. But you know, someday when we're like a huge podcast,
we'll bring him on.
We're like pretty big now.
We'll bring him on.
I mean, he's gonna like hear it, so I can't shout him out.
Right.
But that is 100% something he would have said to me.
Oh God. Well,
you read his poems.
Oh, I did. I guess that was the thing when we were talking about poems. We didn't mention. Yeah, he sent you poems, and I've read all of them.
Yeah.
And one, can I say? I mean, they're beautiful, and multiple tears were shed. And if we had thought about it, and we were meaner people, we would be reading them to you right now. But we're not going to, because I want to go to heaven. I don't know about you, but I think that putting this 14-year-old on blast, or however old.
17.
17?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. He deserves everything that comes from him. All right, pull him up. And then I have one more. That's just it says hello, and it's like a little smiley face. And then like 2 days later, it says maybe it was something I said, but either way, I understand. It's like, wow. And that's the thing. Here's the thing, fellas and women, ladies and gentlemen, is that if you tell them how awful you are, it always works. You get the sympathy points. Listen, I know you wouldn't like a guy like me because I'm just so ugly and I'm so whatever. Yeah, that works every time. Make sure you do that.
Okay, I just realized you said a pickup line that you've said, so I feel like I should say the one that I've said. That is my proudest thing that I've ever done.
And I can't believe this didn't work.
But I'm glad that it. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. But I'm glad that it didn't work. So we're gonna set the scene. I had 3 knee surgeries, and I was at physical therapy.
Is this your version of like the Alps story from Friends, hiking in the Alps or whatever?
No, but
I had 3 knee surgeries.
But I was at physical therapy, and you're laying there, you're doing your leg raises, and typically at physical therapy, it was almost exclusively like older people, and then me. Like it was just yeah, and so I was always like, whatever, which actually worked out. I made a lot of friends because I'm chatty with older people, but whatever. I got really excited because a guy my age came limping on in, and he sat in the like little chair thing next to me. Are you attracted
to him, or is he just in the physical therapy and he's the same age?
Exactly. But so anyways, he was doing his leg raises, and I was doing my leg raises, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to talk to him. Talk to him.
Oh yeah, you do that.
And so I was thinking about the best thing that I could say to like start a conversation.
You were trying to flirt with him.
Yeah, okay. I definitely was. But so I like leaned over and I was like, left knees, am I right? And he didn't say anything. He looked up at me and then looked back down at his phone, and I went, right, cool. Not a good line. But I think it's the best thing I've ever said. I think it's the best thing I've ever said.
But to be fair, is physical therapy the place to...
Yes,
it's
bond.
What?
What?
Trauma bond?
I'm kidding.
Yes, trauma bond. Duh. Obviously.
We can cut that. I feel bad saying it.
No, we can't cut it. We have done how many episodes? We haven't cut anything.
It's true. We really haven't, and we probably should have, but it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, well, like, really, I should just be doing this on my own. And like, I'm going solo. It's gonna be barely bearable. TM.
It'll be barely bearable. It will not be bearable.
It will be not bearable.
Unbearable.
The unbearable podcast.
Kind of a good name.
Yeah, it's a little standard though. Like if you feel like barely bearable besties, you look up barely bearable besties. Yeah. You're not gonna get anything else. You're not gonna get another recommendation. We're gonna be us.
But also,
you see our beautiful faces. I'm probably very red, very sweaty face because I'm very hot.
Sorry. But also, I'm just now realizing that I never saw him at physical therapy again. So I think he was like...
You changed... He went to a new physical therapist.
I gotta get away from that girl.
Yeah, she's... Oh, that's the girl that talks about knees. That's the left knee girl.
I will proudly be the left knee girl. Do you want to do this real quick or no?
Left knee girl.
This is the one you sent me. We have time.
We can do one more.
One more what?
With that.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a BuzzFeed quiz that Thomas found.
That's what we're good for.
And it says...
Trauma Bound.
It's Trauma Bound.
That's the name of our episode, Trauma Bond.
Oh, I love it.
Trauma Bound. Trauma
Bound?
Trauma Bound.
Trauma Bound Buds?
Trauma Bound Buds? Oh, God. Don't read into it.
No. It says, build a dating profile and we'll reveal what type of date it will get you. So,
ooh, okay.
So, what is the general, vibe of your pictures, Thomas? Is it like, I don't know, what do you want to say?
Is it provocative?
There you go. Is it professional?
We could probably say that word.
I probably could too. I don't know. I just panicked.
Professional.
Is it candid or is it adventurous?
Okay, so here's my thing. I think it'd be too easy for me to say provocative. To say like
that one picture of you rafting, whatever, when you and Joel.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just sitting there.
Shout out
like
to
this,
Joel.
Or I'm just sitting there like,
Joel.
oh my God, I'm just sitting there. Oh man, is it hot in here? Or it's very hot in here because you decided to set it to 76.
I don't remember doing that, but I definitely did.
I remember watching you do it and be like, oh.
Why didn't you tell me not to do that?
I wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't paying attention either.
So I think I live in a constant state of sexy.
Yeah.
So that's unfair. Professional, I'd probably go professional. Okay. My candid pictures are, you can check our Instagram and see what my candid
They're great. Like. They're my favorite.
But that wouldn't be the first picture on my dating profile.
You're saying a picture of our podcast?
Yeah, the picture of
you and me.
The picture of me. The picture of me with my female co-host.
Wow,
wouldn't
I'm
be the
offended.
first picture of my podcast. You're right. It wouldn't.
I guess
it isn't.
I'm gonna say candid.
Okay.
I like candid photos. Do any of your pictures include an animal?
Yes.
Yes, I also agree. Yes.
One, I think that's just a smart move.
Yeah.
I think
well,
you immediately have something to talk about. If they have a dog, you're like, oh my God, what's your dog's name? You know?
Yeah, and I have 5 dogs, and so I'm gonna need to know whether or not you like dogs immediately.
Right.
Immediately. If you don't like dogs, we're not playing this game. We're not doing this.
Sure.
No.
Sure.
Okay, what song do you connect to your profile?
What kind of weird MySpace? Okay, so the classic choices are.
These are the only choices.
Are they really?
Yes.
So what? So the only choices I need are All Star by Smash Mouth, No Scrubs by TLC, Bound 2 by Kanye, and Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen. There are just so many good choices.
So many.
Are you saying I have to pick one?
Yes.
Can I pick all of them but one very notable exception? Are you saying that I should pick all of them but one of them? Can I not do that?
Listen, I really like All Star.
Okay, you go All Star, I'll go Call Me Maybe.
Okay. Oh wait, I didn't really mean to do what I just did, but that's fine. Okay. Okay, what do you do for work? This is a dumb question. Self-employed, still in school, 9 to 5, or retail? How do you want to say that?
I guess
we should
in a
both
perpetual state of still in school.
That's funny.
That's
a really good joke.
I never left.
That's a great joke. I'm also still in school. Almost. Couple more days. A couple more of a couple.
I was to say what? A couple more days, like 45.
More than that, 62.
Oh, you're counting down. Oh God.
Pick an inspirational quote for your bio. Oh boy.
All right. The purpose of life is to live it by Eleanor Roosevelt. I don't think I would put a quote on my bio.
Sure, but
unless it's my quote, a quote that I said.
Yeah.
A day without laughter is a day wasted by Charlie Chaplin. The best thing to hold on to in life is each other by Audrey Hepburn.
Aww.
Your self-worth is determined by you. You don't have to depend on someone telling you who you are by Beyonce.
Why would you
put that on your dating profile?
You know what it is? It's them being like, I'm independent, I don't need you, but you want me. That's what they're trying to say.
That's strange. Yeah. I don't like that.
No, me either. Don't be
independent.
I'm gonna go Charlie Chaplin just because it's the only good one there. We're gonna get the same answer.
It's the only okay one.
Pick a set of emojis for your bio, and there are none.
They're all blank.
I looked at this ahead of time.
You know what? This is a litmus test.
Okay.
This is a Rorschach test.
No.
Top right.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go bottom left. I know I don't really like that answer, but
Right.
Pick a funny tagline. Oh gosh.
To be honest, I'm just hoping to score a free meal.
Yes. Carefully written, fact-checked essay in the streets, unmoderated comment section. Okay.
You can probably.
I know I can. I just feel weird. You can say it.
All right, carefully written, fact-checked essay in the streets, unmoderated comment section in the sheets.
There you go. I was a pretty big deal on Club Penguin.
Why'd you skip the other one?
Because it was too many words to read and I panicked.
If you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much room. Jeez.
Wait,
Is
what?
that a fat joke? I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, so what are you gonna say?
I really like the Club Penguin line.
Me too. I think because I read it, I gotta go with the fact-checked essay one, even though I think it's kind of dumb. But
okay. And because we need to say something different.
Exactly.
Finally, do you upgrade to the premium version?
No.
Absolutely not.
Never.
Okay, but since you don't, I will. I will upgrade.
Okay.
What bad idea. Oh, jeez. Okay, my answer, which seems
sorry, what is
fitting.
this? This is going to what type of date you will get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which my answer seems fitting. Do you want to read it or do you want me to read it?
All right, so hers says, you get the weirdest first date of all time.
Checks out.
Wow. Where to even begin? They'll ask you to meet them at 9:41 a.m.
Of course you
at
do.
9:41 a.m. on a Tuesday, which is pretty darn weird. Then you'll both end up volunteering at a local bee farm in an attempt to keep the colony from collapsing. That's awesome. After that, you'll both take an intensive miming class where you won't be able to say a word. Finally, they'll give you a ride back home on their grandmother's old penny farthing bicycle. What a strange date. I think you would love every single thing I just said.
I'm in! I'm so okay with this!
Oh, man. And then the picture is a picture from Riverdale that says, in case you haven't noticed, I'm weird. And
I'm weirdo. Yeah, that whole thing that he says.
I think those are the most...
This dumb hat.
I want to audibly roll my eyes.
Okay, but I'm fully in on the date. Aww.
An unusually wonderful first date.
For you.
You won't really be expecting much out of this date. They won't either. Honestly, they didn't wow you much during texts. But you'll be pleasantly surprised once you meet them in person. You'll grab dinner somewhere fun and then randomly decide to take an art class together.
Oh.
You'll both laugh and have a great time, and they'll even pay for your Uber home.
Oh.
Hopefully you'll be seeing more of each other very soon.
All right.
I don't know about the art class, but I'll do it. And the picture is just Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Emma Stone.
Zoe Deschanel.
Zoe Deschanel. Just with popcorn all over each
movie.
other. I know. What movie?
500 Days of Summer. No.
It's not 500 First Dates.
No, that's 50 First Dates.
50
That's
First
different.
Dates.
No.
Sorry.
It's, I've never seen it. I just know one specific line from the movie.
Gotcha. Well, I'm fine with that.
I also know that's a really sad movie. I don't think it works out for the two of them, so...
But what does that mean for me?
I don't know. I'm just saying it's the picture they chose for you.
So we did talk about first dates 2 weeks ago. Well, I mean...
Well, let's just say
2 episodes ago.
No. Oh, yeah.
2 episodes ago. But we didn't... I think we barely scratched the surface.
We did.
We were going to be a first date podcast.
From now on.
Yeah, we're only talking about first dates. But I think that there's definitely an untapped potential in just talking about other people's misfortunes, because we've had some weird dates. We've been on weird dates.
Yeah.
But some of y'all I'm worried about. I'm just worried about our audience sometimes.
That's nice of you.
Are you worried about me? Is this go two ways? I care about y'all. Y'all care about me? I'm just saying. No, okay. So, but here's the thing. Obviously, in this very heavily romanticized month of March.
Is that why they say March Madness? Because you're madly
in love. That's exactly why.
Nothing
else happens in March.
I've always wondered what they were talking about when they said that.
Well, now you know.
Yeah. It makes sense now.
And then they also play basketball somewhere, but like I think basketball is the most romantic sport.
But they like play for love.
Besides
right?
like
the winner.
Besides like
gets married. What?
Last year the like Kansas
All
University of Kansas
Jayhawks
get married to the second team, the University of North Carolina Tar Heels.
Yeah.
They get married. That's exactly what March Madness is.
Okay, that explains so much.
Now
I get why it's such a big deal.
Now we gotta watch it. We gotta take
like
bets.
watching The Bachelor.
We gotta take bets on who gets married.
Okay.
That's exactly what we're gonna do. So, do we have any final thoughts on first dates, on texting, on flirting? Did Julia lead us to the right place, or is she leading us astray?
I think Julia nailed it. She was
right
so? On the money.
I think Julia, if you want to come on the podcast.
I think if you take anything away from this podcast, it's use pickup lines. All of them.
That's the takeaway.
Yep. Just Google pickup lines, and then when you message
the first like 6.
Back to back. You should just because one of them will work. Yeah. Just throw them all out.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
You're a genius.
Thank you. I know.
You're a genius.
I am.
Yeah. So my final thoughts are.
What are your final thoughts?
Well, making up this. Whoa. I don't know if that picked up, but that was a very loud motorcycle. My final thoughts are. Just listen. Flirting can and should be fun. I think so. Like you should have fun while you're flirting.
Yeah.
So just keep it casual. Keep it cool. Be cool. Be cool as a cucumber. Be as cool as a nice fine apple. I don't know where I was going with that, but be cool. Be confident. Be yourself, and you'll eventually. Be yourself if yourself is worth being. That's my quote.
Or just don't flirt. That's the other.
Yeah. Or just wait for them to come to you.
Or then when they do, say no and then walk away.
Right. Be a man. Die alone.
or what was the Carol line? You had one chance to impress me. Only give them one chance to impress you, and then nope.
And then never again.
Yeah, especially if the name's Carol.
Live vicariously through The Bachelor. That's our advice here. The Bachelor and March Madness. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to this week's episode of Barely Bearable Besties. I'm Thomas.
I'm Bianca.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, everybody. What the heck was that?
I was posing.
There was no way that was gonna work. There's no way you would have gotten through that if we had kept that. Right? No, that wouldn't have happened, right?
I wasn't ready for you to start.
You said go.